Inside the smallest seeds on Earth is the power to grow an entire plant, a whole tree, a field of grain. That is no small thing. A seed is life itself, concentrated and waiting, packed with everything needed to create something new. And our ancestors understood that when we eat these seeds, we take a little of that life-giving power into our own bodies. For thousands of years, certain ancient seeds were treasured as foods of strength, beauty, and long life. Today, I am going to share 7 of them with you. Let me be honest with you right from the start, the way a good friend would. No seed on this earth is going to reverse your aging in a single instant, no matter what anyone promises. But the way these tiny powerhouses nourish the skin, the heart, the brain, and the body, supporting the very things that fade as we grow older, is real and genuinely remarkable. They are some of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat, and most of them are sitting in the store right now for very little money. So settle in, and let me walk you through 7 ancient seeds that help the body hold on to its youth. We begin with flaxseed, one of the oldest cultivated foods in human history, grown and treasured for thousands of years. These small golden or brown seeds are extraordinarily rich in a plant form of the omega-3 fats that calm inflammation and support the heart and the brain, the very systems we most want to protect as we age. Flax is also packed with fiber and special compounds that support hormonal balance, particularly valued by women. The key is to grind them, so the body can unlock what is inside, and a single spoonful stirred into oatmeal or a smoothie is one of the simplest anti-aging habits you can adopt. Whole flax seeds tend to pass right through us, taking their goodness with them, which is a little secret that even many regular flax eaters never learn. Grind them fresh, or buy them ground and keep them cold, and you get everything these ancient seeds have to give. The second ancient seed is chia, the tiny powerhouse that sustained the ancient warriors and runners of Central America across astonishing distances. In fact, the name itself was linked to strength. These little seeds are loaded with omega-3 fats, fiber, protein, and minerals, and they have the remarkable ability to soak up many times their weight in water, forming a gel that keeps you hydrated and full for hours. A spoonful soaked overnight becomes a nourishing pudding, an ancient energy food that delivers steady, lasting vitality in the most modern of kitchens. And unlike flax, you do not need to grind them, which makes chia one of the easiest of all these seeds to fold into daily life. Stir them into water with a little lemon and honey, and you have a refreshing drink the ancient runners would recognize at once. Third, we have pumpkin seeds, a humble snack that hides extraordinary nourishment within its green shell. Treasured by native peoples for generations, pumpkin seeds are remarkably rich in zinc and magnesium, 2 minerals so many of us are quietly short on, and minerals that the body needs for healthy skin, strong immunity, and restful sleep. They are also a fine source of plant protein and healthy fats. A small handful makes a perfect snack, and our ancestors wasted nothing, drying the seeds from every pumpkin and squash to carry their goodness through the winter. The fourth is sesame, one of the most ancient seeds of all, mentioned in writings thousands of years old and treasured across the Middle East, Africa, and Asia. These tiny seeds are a surprising powerhouse of calcium and healthy fats, which is why they have long been ground into rich pastes and oils that nourish the body and the skin. Sesame contains special compounds studied for the way they support the body against the daily damage of aging. Sprinkled over food or enjoyed as a creamy paste, sesame carries a deep, nutty richness and a history stretching back to the very dawn of agriculture. Number 5 is the sunflower seed, the gift of a brilliant golden flower that turns its face to follow the sun across the sky. Cultivated by the indigenous peoples of North America for thousands of years, sunflower seeds are rich in vitamin E, the great protector of the skin, helping to guard it against the wear of time. They also offer healthy fats, protein, and minerals like selenium and magnesium. A small handful is a wholesome, satisfying snack, and these cheerful seeds carry within them a little of the sun's own energy, captured and stored for us to enjoy. The sixth is hemp, an ancient seed that humankind has cultivated for thousands of years and that has only recently returned to our tables. Do not let its reputation fool you, because these little seeds are pure nourishment, a complete plant protein containing all the building blocks the body needs, along with a beautiful balance of healthy fats. Soft, nutty, and easy to enjoy, hemp seeds can be sprinkled over almost anything. For supporting the skin, the muscles, and overall vitality, few seeds offer such complete and gentle nourishment in such an easy form. And finally, the seventh, black seed, also called black cumin or nigella, a tiny dark seed with a history so revered that it has been called a remedy for nearly everything but death itself. Treasured across the ancient world from Egypt to the Middle East, black seed was carried by kings and healers alike. It contains a special compound that modern researchers have studied with real interest for its protective and balancing effects on the body. With its sharp, peppery flavor, a small amount of black seed or its oil has been used for centuries as a true tonic, one of the most storied healing seeds in all of human history. Now let me speak gently to those of you caring for someone you love. Perhaps you are looking after an aging parent or a partner whose energy and brightness have dimmed, and you feel that quiet ache of wishing you could help them flourish again. I see you, and I want you to know that something as simple as a spoonful of ground flax stirred into a morning bowl, a handful of seeds set out as a snack, a nourishing meal sprinkled with sesame, offered with patient and loving hands, is a real act of care. These tiny seeds carry concentrated life, and to share them is to quietly invest in someone's strength and vitality, one small, generous gesture at a time. No grand effort is required, only the steady, faithful repetition of small acts of nourishment, which is, when you think about it, exactly how a seed itself becomes a mighty plant. But honesty requires that I say this plainly. These ancient seeds are a wonderful part of a healthy life, but they are not a replacement for proper medical care. They are not a reason to skip the doctor, and they are not a cure for serious illness. Some seeds and their oils can interact with medications, particularly blood thinners, so before you add anything new in large amounts, please speak with your physician or your pharmacist. Wisdom means using these gifts thoughtfully, alongside good care, never instead of it, and remembering that even the best food works slowly and steadily rather than all at once. So the next time you reach for a snack, or you stand in the store deciding what to bring home, remember the quiet power held inside these tiny seeds. The flax, the chia, the pumpkin, the humble sunflower. They fed and strengthened entire civilizations, carried in pouches across deserts and oceans, planted wherever people went. And they were never truly lost, only overlooked in a world chasing fancier and more expensive things in shinier packages. They are still here, still bursting with life, still waiting in a small bag on a shelf to do for you exactly what they did for the ancients, and all for the price of a few coins. Add one to your day, and stay with me, because the smallest things in nature so often hold the very greatest gifts.